Difference with normal housing is that you've got a design and architects make things to size. And I did it the other way around, is having a look at what spaces I find important and then find materials such as timber, but also the doors and the windows, and then build the design around it. So I made a rough sketch in 3D of what I wanted and then found all the bits and pieces that would fit in. Hello everybody, my name is Pauline and this is my tiny house. It's a house covered with a greenhouse, so I can't really classify it as a tiny house. But yeah, come in and I'll show you around. This is the kitchen. I decided to reclaim old kitchen cabinets and use plywood to cover it, to have a bit of a clean look. I stained the plywood in a darker tint because I really love contrasts of different types of wood and timber. So basically the kitchen was for free except for the materials that would go on. And by coincidence, my dad had this slab still in his workshop and could perfectly use it for the kitchen. What I did do was buy new appliances for it. I wanted it to have like a long-lasting quality. So that's what I bought at IKEA, and the fridge is from IKEA as well. It had a little bit of a bump in the side and therefore it was discounted, and therefore I bought it. Also made it into a cabinet because yeah, then it really goes with the rest of the interior and gives the clean look that I really love. And this is the oven. This one is actually second-hand. It's from Marketplace. In the Netherlands we've got a website called Marktplaats, and yeah, you can find so many things on there. Basically what I could reuse or buy second-hand I did. Same as the air extractor. And all the windows and the doors that you see are also reused. Yeah, what I did was, of course, give them a new layer of paint and make things to size for everything to fit. This is the bathroom. It's not big, but also not small. I'm really happy with the size of it. I reused this slab. It's natural stone. I bought it, I think, 8 years ago in Rotterdam in a second-hand store, and I really loved the top, and I designed the rest of the cabinet around it. Basically all the steel work that you see in this house is made by my dad, and all the timber work and all the other stuff is made by myself, because I really love timber and that it's so easy to create and maintain and all that. So yeah, this is the cabinet that came out of that. It's like a press drawer. Basically, lots of things behind the wall are second-hand. I, for example, used Métisse as insulation, which is reused cotton from the fashion industry. There's a lot of waste in the fashion industry, and those natural materials have the capability of storing heat and basically function as an open insulation, so it breathes. Therefore, it's better to for your living climate, basically, so that you can sort of compare it to wearing a raincoat or a wool jumper. Yeah. The wool jumper is really open and airy, still warm, and a raincoat really makes you sweaty. So it's a less sweaty home. Right. The shower itself, that's one point that I would do differently next time. It's a very undeep, the basis, and therefore sometimes it floods because it's not very handy. But that's the only thing I would change. And yeah.
What is the size?
110 by 90. So it's a little bit bigger than standard.
Right.
Yeah. This is where the washing machine is. It's a top, one that you fill through the top. And the boiler, it's an electric boiler that I heat my water with, 80 liters I think. And yeah, of course, a fire extinguisher. Timber house is a bit dangerous in combination with fire. Yeah. But yeah.
And you're completely hooked up, like electricity?
Yeah, we've got a plumbing system, water, electricity, and even glass fiber internet. So it's quite luxurious. Okay. Yeah. This is the fireplace that I have. Actually, it is an old coal fireplace, and normally you can't burn wood in it because the characteristics of coal have a different way of burning, and if you burn timber or wood in it, then the heat gets collected at several points rather than an even point. So my dad's quite a genius. He made a little thing in it that I could burn pellets with, so that they don't touch the side and therefore the stone doesn't break. So I have sort of a modernized pellet burner. And it was actually also an antique object that has sustained the family. So yeah, I'm really happy that I can warm my house with it.
And this is the only heating source you have?
Yeah, yeah. And the sun, of course, because the heat gets really trapped in the greenhouse. And it's amazing how quick, when the light is out, how quick it warms up in here. And yeah, it's a bit of a trial and error with the heat in summer. So I really have to open lots of windows to be able to ventilate, because otherwise it gets really warm. But in spring and fall and during winter, it's really nice living climate.
So I basically need it just in winter, the wooden stove?
Yeah. In winter I definitely need it. Yeah.
But spring and autumn it can be?
No. I haven't burned it since I think January. This is the dining table, or like the table. I really love the combination of round shapes with straight lines. To me, it gives like a better flow of the space that I have. I can easily walk around it rather than having to really bend into corners. So and it gives a bit of a soft feel to the space. To me, what I really loved about the building process is that at every stage you can have a look at what the shape is doing of the house. So you can actually, whilst the plane is flying, you can build it. That's a bit of the advantage I found, because then visually you can really see and experience what the place is like. So yeah, therefore I could decide on the spot what to do with the spaces. One of the big things about living in a smaller space is that you really have to think about the amount of storage you have, because at the one hand it's also about getting rid of stuff that you don't need. That's really important, but it's nice to be able to still have something. So in here I've built like massive lids, so much sand on it, but they open, and for now there's still some plywood stored in there because I've got some cabinets to finish still. And here, for example, I have my shoes, and this is the living area. The cabinets that I made are the same as in the kitchen. To create a bit of a that is not too heavy on the eye, and still you can put some bits and pieces up there. I really loved making that system. It was sort of a finishing touch of the space, and my love for Japanese wood junctions is a bit visible in some of the little products that I made.
And you still have a lot of space?
Still lots of space left. Yeah, exactly. I don't like to clutter too much in the space, because it's small and then gets your attention too much. And This is the couch that I absolutely love. It's one of the new interior pieces. Lots of the rest of the things are secondhand, but I had a day bed for a very long time. There it's now on the balcony. But this is a new piece that I bought, and I'm so happy to be able to sit on the couch sometimes, because during work or like during the building of this house, yeah, it takes an incredible amount of energy, and I don't know, it's just a relief to be able to enjoy the space as well. The reason why I started this project was first of all because I'm a product designer, but also I really love interior and spatial design. But second of all, as a creative, you need time and space to be able to be creative. And what I saw happening in the environment of my studies and other graduates was that to provide for their living, so their basic living, they had to have at least a full-time job. And besides that, there's just no headspace for people to live in a free way. And because of my parents and what they could provide for me in terms of a small amount of, or relatively small amount in for investing in a house or building a house, I decided to do that, to buy the materials but put in the effort and time myself, designing it myself as a portfolio project, but mainly to create a life in which I have a little bit less living cost, and therefore I've got more freedom to now be creative and give back instead of just running after yourself at some stage. And I think one of the things that could actually help this planet and humanity in general is if people just slow down a little bit, if people start to consume less and just give back of their natural creativity and their natural passion, because I think intrinsic values and intrinsic motivation is what creates a healthy economy, but also a healthy a healthy life, that people can take care of the planet as well. I am very aware of that. Not everybody has a foundation or like a basis that I've had in terms of what my parents could help me with, but there are definitely ways, and I think if people start to help each other as well within this process and inspire each other and help each other out and do it in a communal way, or like build things in a communal way, then you definitely can come to a result that helps more people than only yourself. This is the greenhouse that I call it. It's actually an A-frame. It's not a typical greenhouse in terms of its function, but I really love the idea of an indoor-outdoor space because I love to be outside. And initially we didn't know what outdoor space this terrain would be like. So in the design I was like, I really need sort of a garden. And it's still in progress as to how many plants there will be in here. So it's still growing. But yeah, I'm really happy with this space also to be able to create furniture or to just to relax and enjoy the sun.
And you got the bathtub?
Yeah, I've got a bathtub. That was one of the things in the house itself. It was like, oh, if I don't have a bathtub, then I just love it. And then there was a possibility to have it here, because actually the whole greenhouse can move. It's movable. It's on wheels, and my dad made that steel frame, and I was like, oh, there's a space there. So if I open the lid, it goes over the bathtub. Okay. So the whole thing can move until here. Okay. Yeah.
So it can be like open space.
Yeah, so it's like, that or when it's summer, you want to open terrace to the outside, then that's possible. So it's a bit of a, movable and adjustable space.
Okay. And can you tell a bit more about this project? Why exactly like this? you decided to build it?
Um,
Like why house in the greenhouse?
why a house in a greenhouse? Yeah, what I thought about was the way of heating the house, or like having an enjoyable climate in the house. And I was like, if I could do a little experiment with with the heat that gets trapped in here and then gets into the house as well, I don't need to heat my house as much. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, I just love the triangle shape and then a house in there. So, and having things adjustable to the season, I find really beautiful. I feel people as well are sort of seasonal creatures. Like sometimes you enjoy more light, or sometimes you enjoy, I don't know, being outside or inside, or feeling a bit like sheltered. So that's why I did it this way. Outside of having this layer to live on, this is more like active. I really wanted a space upstairs to relax, so a bit of a meditative space. So also against the sun in summer, I made a structure with textile to prevent the sun from being constantly on the house. And also that creates a summer bedroom, because when it's warm enough, I absolutely love sleeping on the balcony, because you can hear the frogs and the birds and sort of have a more natural feel around the house. Except when it's really windy, the material does make lots of sound, so then I sleep inside. But yeah, I really like it upstairs. This is 1 square meter rising staircase. My dad, again, he's a genius. He made this. I was like, I really want to have a spacious feeling still in the flow of moving around here. And if you have a straight line stairs, it will come in here, go all the way in here. So I thought about minimizing the impact of the stairs on the rest of the space and still have an okay flow going upstairs. So it starts at 1 meter wide and then goes to 50 centimeters and then wide again. And yeah, he was able to calculate all the angles because it's not only like an angle this way but also this way. So yeah, he managed really, really beautifully. And
And it's still like 25 centimeter step?
I think even less. I think it's 23 or 21.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
super confident.
Yeah, it is comfy. It's really steep though, still. But yeah, I find it comfortable to walk upstairs. As you can see, there's a net up there. In the design, I really wanted this space to be flooded with natural light. I really enjoy natural light. And therefore, I symmetrically made windows going up and down. But to have light from up there, this had to be open. And that created into a gap there, and therefore there's a net. One day I want to have a net that I can actually sit in as well, but this one is not strong enough, I think. I haven't tried, no. I'm afraid to break my back, but I haven't tried, but I will replace it one day. And yeah, of course, the other areas for the stairs to go upstairs. This is the balcony area, or like the summer bedroom, if I can call it that way. I really enjoying this space, also meditating, and the view, of course. It's just, this is just a really calm space to be. The sizes of the house itself, so without the greenhouse, are 3.5 by 8 meters. And then 2 times, of course, because of the top floor. And the greenhouse itself is, I have to think very well about this, 8 by 9 meters. So that's a really massive surface. Because the greenhouse is movable, it's dependent on what position it is, how the total square meter is. But greenhouse included is 100 square meters, which is absolutely not a tiny house. But the house itself, I think it's just under 50 square meters.
Small house.
Yeah.
And the last is the bedroom.
Yeah, this is the bedroom. Again, I really love the triangle shape. For some reason, it just calms me down. You'll find it everywhere around the house. I just love the even triangles. Also because of the efficiency of the shape, because you can really easily reuse materials because of the angle and then flip around, and then it's just an amazing shape. And this is the wardrobe. This is where I have my hanging clothing, and on the sides of the bed I've got storage for my just folded clothing, and underneath the bed also some clothing.
Is it queen size bed?
Yeah, it's queen.
160 to 2.
Yeah. So it's quite a really nice size bed, and in the morning it's really nice because the sun comes up there and then it shines a bit through the window, and then a little bit later through here. So then I really know that I have to get up, and then later on the day on the south on the other side. So I really love living with the light.
And how long did it take, this project?
This project took in total, with breaks, because I needed some recharge, 2.5 to 3 years.
Okay.
So it was first the house and then the greenhouse, and that took a while before I did the greenhouse. But yeah, it took a long while, but it's also a learning process. I've never built a house before. So yeah, the project in total, including living costs during the build, that 3 years, is I think 30,000 euros.
And
Yeah.
a lot of your work and your friends.
Yeah,
Father.
yeah, definitely. Lots of help from friends and family and my dad, and yeah, it's just incredible. Yeah.
And what exactly do for a living?
I'm a product designer, as what I graduated as, but I'm moving towards like interior design and spatial design more and more. But I'm navigating. Like I said, now I have the time to actually find out what I really want to do in life, and I think it's important that people get that space and time to sort of navigate in their choices in life. This is the garden. We share communal gardens with neighbors, so we've got like these circles that we divide. This used to be my vegetable garden. There's still some strawberries and some herbs, but it's absolutely overgrown. That's because in spring I wasn't here for a while, and then I just have to do it. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it in the end. And here is a little, sitting area. These are all willow branches that you can basically just stick in the ground, and they grow beautifully, and I just weave them together as a little little dome with a little pond for the frogs that I still need to put some extra plants in, but also for the birds to drink. I find it important that birds get their space as well.
That is the extra door.
Yeah, on the sides the doors to get in.
Basically this whole thing moves until here.
Yeah, so it moves 3 meters. Yeah.
So then there is no terrace anymore, and here is just like closed, covered.
Yeah, it's covered. It's also for the wind, because if it's like stormy, then you make it more compact. So to have less wind surface.
Yeah, and I guess if it's like super raining,
Mm-hmm.
if you close it, you don't hear the rain so much.
Yeah, it's a bit less. Yeah, definitely. My dad made a cable system under the house to move the greenhouse because it's so heavy. We tried to push it one day together, me and my dad, but it was so like we could barely move it. So he made a cable system, like a square thing with a little point here. So it goes through here and here and then I have to click it on the little thing there. It's now locked because it's now not ready to move. But yeah, I basically turn it this way and then the whole thing moves.
And how long it takes?
To reposition the house, it takes like half an hour to 45 minutes because I need to unlock a lot of things first for it to be able to move, like the doors there, for example. And I have to open the lid so it goes over the bath and take out all of the stuff or put it in the sides. So that's quite a big like thing to do. It's not something that you do daily.
How often have you done it?
Individually, I've done it 2 times. And my dad did it a couple of times when I was not here and it was stormy. So he came by and then repositioned the house, which was really nice that he did that.
And how long have you been living then? So this small house?
Yeah, small house, yeah. I live here now actually since the beginning of the building. I was a roofless, homeless. It was just a structure with yeah, something over it.
Like a shell?
Yeah, like a shell. And I thought I'll just sleep there and then I can wake up and start building again. So that took long. So it's really nice to have the comfort now to just to really live and enjoy it. And the moment that I had a shower in this place, like that was so good, because before I would go to neighbors and then shower there, or like it's just such a luxurious feeling of building it all yourself. And at some stage, yeah, it gets more and more comfortable. Yeah.
And how long have you been living in total then?
In total, I've been living here now, yeah, three and a half years. Thank you all for watching. If you ever want to reach out in terms of like helping with the design, with a concept, or just reach out in general, you can contact me via Pauline Today, my Instagram, and I'm building a website, naturespace.com, which also has an Instagram, naturespace. Thank you all very much, and have a beautiful day. So here's my little rabbit, Miguel, he's called. Miguel is a bit shy, but yeah, as you can see, I love the triangle shape. These are all leftover materials from the building project.
And why rabbit?
There's I adopted him from my neighbors. Yeah, they couldn't, or they asked if anybody wanted to adopt, so I did. So shy today. Yeah, good.